Hello, this is the Module 14 Reflective Log. Discuss the purposes and functions of evaluation and termination and the essential practice skills needed to facilitate each task. So evaluations are important because it helps us to measure the client's progress, and it also helps the client to see how far they've come. So we can do this in goal attainment, where we present the client kind of with like a scale from -2 to +2, and we can ask them questions like about their goals. How would you rate this goal on a scale of unsatisfactory to totally satisfied with the results? And using that scale kind of helps them to visually see the progress that they've made or that they haven't made. It also helps them to kind of better describe why they are on the scale where they are. I found it very helpful in the last skills demonstration that we did, or one of the last ones, because we did the goal attainment. And I really liked being able to have that scale when I was talking as the client, because it kind of helped me to logically understand why I was on the scale where I was. And then termination is important because the client will eventually need to end their sessions so that they can become independent. So a client can't stay with us forever, even if we want them to, just to see their progress. That can't happen. So termination, when they're ready, is a great way for them to become independent again and not rely on you as a social worker for help. Termination, I would say you need to start bringing it up not in the last session, because we don't want to surprise the client by saying, oh, hey, this is our last session, by the way. I would warn them a couple sessions before, saying, hey, how are you feeling? How would you feel if, we terminated in the next couple sessions? Sometimes we may get positive feedback from that. Sometimes we may get negative feedback from that and emotional reactions. And the best thing that we can do is just talk the client through that termination process and let them know that doesn't mean contact is cut off forever. They can always reach out if they need help. But that it does need to happen. The second part says, discuss the difference between outcomes, process, and satisfaction forms of evaluation. Outcomes involve assessing the results achieved against the goals that were formulated during the contracting phase of work. And satisfaction forms, some places will send out formal feedback by sending out written evaluation surveys at the termination of service. And then the last part says, discuss your ability to facilitate effective evaluation and termination strategies. At the beginning of this course, I had no idea how to properly go about terminating. I feel a little more confident now, especially after the skills demonstration and getting to practice it out loud. And then just researching on it more of how to properly handle the emotional outbursts that can happen from there. But I feel good about evaluation, especially with now knowing about the goal attainment scale. Like I said, I definitely need more practice in both of those areas, but I do feel more confident now.